We're out for an e-bike ride, Colleen and myself. We're going to give you some perspectives, I guess, on e-bikes. We're not any professionals by any sense of the imagination, but we thought we'd come out and try it. Okay, into any adventure, the first one that we're going to be doing is putting a helmet on, because e-bikes can reach some fast speeds, and if you're not familiar with biking, we haven't been on bikes for so many years now that it pays to be safe. So
it does,
and you got to do it by the law, right?
Yeah.
The law states if you're riding an e-bike, you have to have a helmet, so that's what we did. So yeah, back to the bikes that we chose. Are these foldable bikes, and we'll show you later on when they're all collapsed down just how easy it is to put into something, as in a back of a vehicle, and that both bikes will fit in a Jeep easily at the back, and we don't have to worry about anything else. This has 6 speeds on the level assist, so we can cruise pretty quick. Ready?
Ready. Okay. Woo.
Well, welcome to Rebellion Off-Road. As we said in the past that we were going to show us some new technology to our channel. We've been working closely with Amigo Bikes here in Calgary. If we like them, we'll keep them. If not, we'll trade up or do something different.
Move on.
But these are a special type of bike for us because it's, for one, they're not the most expensive, but they are conducive of what we're going to be using them for, where we can fold them up and put them in the back of our Jeeps or trailer for that matter, and we don't need a bike rack for them, because these are about 72 pounds per bike, so that's 144 pounds of just raw weight on there, and that momentum carrying forward weakens those things out. So you'd need a pretty good solid rack, and they run probably the equivalent of what the bikes cost. So for us, we're going to utilize them the way we need them for, and that is for, usability, and we can take them anywhere. These things have a 1,008 watt hour battery, which is just incredible. For distance, you can go up to 200 kilometers on a single charge. That's pedal assist, and without pedal assist, you can go 90 kilometers, which is phenomenal range. We'll show you as we go. Right now I'm in pedal assist 1. And if I were just to move the pedals ever so slightly, this thing would start going. And it's going to go about 10 kilometers an hour right now is what pedal assist is. Then as I shift up, then that'll be like 20. It's kind of in the ballpark, 30. This thing will go up to about 40 kilometers. We've had them up to 45. And for me, I think it's just too fast.
So me as an e-bike rider, I don't know much about them. What I do know is they're powerful bikes. I was never a cyclist. I never really rode many bikes, but this is quite a new experience for me. Paul is very patient with me, teaching me how to do it properly and safely. I've had a couple of, I don't know what, near misses, I'd say. But with this bike here, I'd say I have to learn much more through this the riding process before I'd say I'm comfortable on them.
I'm on pedal assist 1 right now, and I'll show you what happens if you're not ready for it. That's why I usually start off in 0 on this bike, which you'll see when I start. Go, and if you're not ready, It'll go and you won't.
Yeah, it jars you quite a bit.
So always start off on 0. And this thing hauls. So
Well, so when you start off in 0,
yeah.
Paul, how you taught me, because I always awkwardly tried to start it manually,
Yeah,
you showed me how to use your throttle.
It's a heavy bike, so to just get on and start pedaling it, you may not have the leg strength to do that. So what this has is a manual go or thrust button. So I can just sit on it, and then all I have to do is push. It takes off.
Nice.
Because it's heavy.
It is heavy.
And like I said, each part of this lever here, I don't know if you can look in.
Can you see me?
But each one of these, so this is shifting down to a higher gear. I don't know if it's the way I want to say it. So if you want an easier gear, you hit this button. And if you want the harder gears to go faster, you hit that one. And if this one's in its highest or lowest state, what'll happen is this thing, you put it in 6, you're gone. As fast as you can pedal, this thing will go. And I think you can get it up to 45 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast.
That's too fast.
And there's bikes that go faster. Like I said, you can get a unit here that changes this out. It's called the C7 off-grid or off-road, sorry, C7 off-road. And what that'll do is it basically takes any governors away. So you can go quite fast on it. I think it's up to 80, or not 80, maybe 60 kilometers an hour.
60, yeah. That's pretty fast. I
It's
think that's too fast on a bike.
for a bike. And like I said, it's fun to ride that fast, but if you ever lose control or something, the ending's not so fun. So
no.
But we're gonna go for a ride and give these things a rip.
You want to sample your horn?
Ready?
Yeah. It's
That's pretty
cute.
loud.
It is.
It's loud. You can hear it from
Yeah.
a mile away. It's not all about just giving it power and going. It's what you want to do is use some manual work to it as well. That's how these work, right? Right now I just give it a little bit of pedal and it goes up to 14. So I'm doing 14 kilometers an hour right now with no effort in it. That's what pedal assist allows you to do.
Right.
So obviously the higher I go on a pedal assist, like if there's a steep hill or whatever, I'm going to crank that up and it'll take me up most hills. This thing has a 750 watt motor on it, so more than enough capable to take us where we need to go. It's not made for hill climbing, sure not. But it's not that type of bike either, so it's more of a cruiser bike for me.
I think it'll serve our purpose, right?
I think we're going to get green.
Oh, I know. That sky is ready to open just over there. Holy smokes. Yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty scary clouds out there. Okay.
So display wise, it has your battery level is 52.8 volts, and the bar level is showing full bars, which means we are charged to go. Trip counters, you have like 2 trip counters and time that you've been riding on the bike. So we've got 0, and once again the pedal assist, you just have to hit down on these things and that'll advance you or take away from your speed that you're going. So now, word of warning, when you're on these bikes, we usually put it at 0, because as soon as you press the pedals, it'll go. And you don't want that, because if you're not ready or you don't have your feet on there, the bike will go without you.
And it goes fast.
Yeah,
like
it takes off fast. Like if it pulls me, and I'm roughly, on a good day, 255 pounds, maybe more. But anyways, it pulls me, no problem. So the nice thing about this bike as well is it's got a brake light, so anytime I put on either front or back, this brake light comes on.
Oh yeah.
Front or back.
Nice. And front?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Ready? Front light.
Oh, cool.
So at night you can ride in the, as the sun fades away, you got some lights, which is important when you're riding a bike anywhere nowadays. So just for other riders, it's got just a mechanical bell, and then it also has an electronic bell too. So that's kind of different. So yeah, and then you got these nice cargo racks on these. And this is from ET Cycle. This one is called the FT for folding 1000, which is the watt hour on the battery. Nice thing on the back here, when you want to take your battery out, you flip your seat. You can unlock the battery and it pulls straight out, and that's your battery. You can take it off and charge it, or you can charge it right in place.
And is that's where the key goes? I'll just come around.
Yeah. So it has a key on it, so you can lock the battery or unlock the battery, and then obviously to turn it on. It also, this is the charging port for the power pack, so you just plug it in here. It's got like I forget what kind of jack that's called, but anyways, it's like a mic jack on a microphone. But anyways, that's where you plug that in. Also on this battery, which is nice, on this side here, you have a USB port, so you can take a wire back into the bag where your phone is and charge your phone. So you're never without that. It's got, like I said, a pretty decent derailleur on it for what we need. And when you're folding it up, I'll show you that later. These just pull, I believe. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, it's pulling up.
I don't have any strength in that. No, I don't think it is. Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's push.
Oh.
It's push and then up. And that's part of the fold down process with these pedals. So, but they're nice.
So it's just push in and then it flips up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's got a pretty decent kickstand on it. It's got disc brakes, and also these are adjustable tubes, shocks, I should say. So right now we got them locked, and you can unlock them. And that's more so that when you're on trails, then you got more push down. It's only front suspension that does that.
Do that again. Push down. Nice.
So if you're off-roading or off-trail, I should say, you can have different adjustments to how much
quite a
you
bit
can
of
push.
flex, eh?
Yeah, there's quite a bit on there. We keep it locked though because we're usually on bike pass for now until we get used to them. It's got a nice wide saddle on there for some wide other saddles that have to sit on it.
For my wide saddle.
Yeah, and these racking systems are perfect. It holds the helmet up front here.
Yeah.
Right? And it's got the Velcro latches. So, and these beautiful leather palm grips here. They're awesome for just, you know, for styling and everything.
Aesthetically, it's very pleasing.
Yeah, it's
bike.
a very nice looking bike.
Yeah.
But
I was curious, what about the saddlebag you got there?
the saddlebag, now this is the only thing that we had to pay for is the saddlebags, but yeah, you can, these expand down so they drop out off the side. I can show you one. And this, I think, is great is if you're happening to go on a tour, these can tie down. They got to the frame. You can tie underneath, and then you can put a jacket in here or a lunch or something of that nature. With camera equipment and stuff like that, I think it's perfect. And it's got the reflective, you know, liner in it, so you know if you're traveling.
It makes me feel safe, eh, Paul, when I'm on my bike traveling.
Yeah.
I need to bring snacks and sugar for lows if I have a low with my diabetes. So it's always nice.
These here also fold out, so that gives you a little bit more room in the back there if you wanted to expand it and put more stuff in it. That part's great. It's also got tons of room in here. So if you're looking inside, I put a jacket in here currently. I got my phone and keys and everything else I need to take us on this little outing today. And then you can just lock it down. The nice thing about this is it can come off pretty easy. And then it also comes with a shoulder strap, so you can hook it right up here. So if you're going into a hotel or whatever the case may be, throw it on your shoulder and away you go.
Nice.
The other thing that I really liked about these bikes is that they have the star pattern instead of spokes. And I've heard some stories with spokes and stuff like that you might have
this
to.
Here.
Yeah. These are 5-star wheels, and they never have to be adjusted, so you're never going to have to worry about that.
Yeah, they're nice looking wheels, eh?
Yeah, they're 20-inch fat tire, I found so far with the fat tires though, is that steering with one hand, you gotta watch because it'll want to wander on you pretty quick. Okay, another thing I wanted to mention is with these e-bikes, they have something called the center drive, which is this area here, rear wheel drive, or they have a combination of front and back drives. This particular bike is a rear wheel drive and a little less maintenance than the center drive. The only thing that I liked about the rear wheel drive is that if the chain ever busted, I still have power to that drive to get me home. If it busts here, it doesn't rotate the wheels in any way. So there's some advantages and disadvantages, I think, to both scenarios.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, you know, in this case, if it was a center drive, I think it's more efficient, has more torque, is what I'm told. And I believe that's the way it is, but it's a little bit more technical in learning how to drive that because you can snap a chain on it if you're not familiar with how to do your gearing and stuff like that. But that's as much as I know on these particular e-bikes currently. If there's time, I think we have to get going here because if you look at the sky over there.
We got one hell of a storm. I do have a question for you though, Paul. Here's one for you. How do you clean these puppies?
Not with water. You don't want to clean with a lot of water anyways. They can go through puddles, of course, but you don't want to submerge them because of the battery and controls and just makes havoc for everything. But you can get a soft cloth and you can get some special cleaner for bikes and stuff like that. And maintenance is very important, you know, on chains and stuff like that to keep them very clean. A little bit more involved than your regular, you know, mechanical bike, as they say. But, you know, if you want to make it last, you got to do the maintenance on it. So having said that, I think that's a wrap.
Looks like a very nice fitting bike for what we want, right?
For what we're using it for, or will be using it for.
They're nice. They're a lot of fun. I'm not a bike person, but they are fun.
All right, guys.
And we'll have a lot more adventures.
We're going to head back before that storm hits us. We'll see you on the next one.
Wind.
Okay, so we're going to show you how to take this thing down. First thing first, you hit the handlebars. It retracts down, like so. These pedals, as we said before, push in, and up. And then lastly, there's one more right here. And then this will allow it to fold apart like so.
Kind of like a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
And that's it?
That's it. I don't think that'll fit in the trailer.
Yeah, it's pretty wide, eh?
I'd have to bungee these up just to see if they work.
Yeah, to make it smaller.